Tomorrow I'll do you early. You just need to have a bit of a rest until your eye's fully recovered. Looks good, but I don't want to push it at the moment. Get up. Okay. Get our feet around. Think about things. Let's go. Good girl. Good job. Sandy. Good job. Get you back into work before this young lady comes and rides you. Hopefully you won't be so bad. Still on there. They've changed the law again so that you can ride bitless now on the roads. At least it can be shared between you two. Actually, that's just kind of a noose under there, isn't it? It's because Ellie's way bigger than you. So let's get this back to where it needs to be. That's why we have an issue. It needs to be back there. Aha. There we go. Alright, good girl. There. Your fur's starting to come out a little bit. Losing your winter coat. It'll be nice and dark this year, I think. Darker than what you have been. Darker every year, don't we? Oh, sure. I think. Starting to get a little bit, the hair's super long. The winter coat, super long. You just need to get out and about, that's what it is. You're very sour. You don't go anywhere anymore, and you used to always go everywhere. Understandable, my girl. Pocky, you know what's going to happen if you keep getting at the fence? It's going to take me 10 times longer to get around to you, isn't it? Eh? Tomorrow I'll ride myself. Today. See you, Missy. It's 2 days in a row you had a bit of a workout. That's going to be good. You don't need to do much. Just do a little bit. I don't want to do much. I'm sore. I'm doing the bushes earlier. Hang on, hold it. You didn't say go yet. Hold up. Alright, off you go. Go and have a stretch and I'll be back in a second. Let me grab my hat. Oh, I've got the shovel right there. That's good. It's a good thing. Maybe tomorrow you can come out for the day and Ellie can do the other edge paddock after the rod. We'll pop this feed bar in the middle. Ready? Here we go. Alright. I told you, you can start changing all you want. You're not going to get what you want. You can take your fence off. I'll drag my feet. You'll learn the hard way. You're not going to get what you want, mate. Okay. So, I have lost my... Oh, it's gone. Up. 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 It's gone. You see, Trot? Trot. You're there. Okay. Okay. Enter. Up. Up. Enter. Two. And up. And off. Turn. Back. Walk on. There. Trot. Trot. Two. Trot. Sit. over here. You coming or do we want to keep going? Do you listen or are you going to keep going? I'm not getting on you because you're listening. Shut. Yep. Facing in. Come in and hook. Come and hook. Hook. Good job. Hook. Hook. Good girl. Nice listening. That's what I want to see. Now,
Do you want me to hold the camera for you?
oh, if you want, you can. Just get it to do another. What's it? Look. Nice, good girl, and move. Let's have a look at your feet first before we get on. How it needs to be. I need to get the barrier back out in the next couple of weeks. Did you? It's getting on the top. Good job. Time for a swim, my love. Up. Up. Good girl. Thank you. Nice. Nice. I need to fix his back leg. There's a hook on the outside. It's dangerous. If he kicks anything with it, it's going to rip him up. Need to get the file. very cold again tonight.
Yeah.
Keep it still. It's almost done. Get up. Any hangnails you ever see? Let's get rid of them. You're gonna make it dangerous to people. That's better. Thank you. Good. This one's fine. Yep. There we go. Oh. Sore. It's stiff in the leg. What happens when they get older? Take it nice and slow to warm up first. Don't. This way. Really got to get back into this and not be. Nice. Lovely job. Make sure you're comfortable. Where it should be. Nothing pinching. Nothing overly tight. Nope. All good. Yes. All good. Relax. I really wish she would just always, she's always been like this, so I wish she would just relax a little bit more. Standing nice and still. Good. Stay still. Good girl. Lovely. That's lovely. That's nice. Sit for a minute. My skirts are too long. Hook on. Szara breed. And because we're pitless again, she's a little bit very, very much going to be a tester. Give you a test. Walk on. Slow trot. Good girl. Slow trot. Good. Slow trot. Slow trot. Come on. Up. Nice loose rein. She's listening nicely. Slow trot. Come on. Up. Not having to do anything like that. Not having to apply pressure. She's just listening to my body. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Good girl. Nice and relaxed. Good girl. That's good. And move. And move. We need to practice our woos a bit better. I've got to practice that seat line. Trot. I'm going to set that trot. Engagement behind end. Engage behind. Lovely. Good girl. Other side. Thinking I want something I'm not wanting. And I want is a disengagement behind end. Disengage. Not listening. I'll bring it back to the middle. A wall. Stand for a moment. Practice that turn. Right. Stand. And this is what happens sometimes when she goes bitless. And she hasn't been moving for a while without a bit. Okay, good. Good. Pushing down. Oh, she just nipped. She's done a nip. Put out the skill. She's going to play up to me. So I'm going to say, do what you like, I'm still going to keep it going. I'm going to do that turn. Do I ask you? Definitely being silly. Not sore. Perfectly fine. Just being silly. So we're going to stand for a second. Relax and have a think. Relax, drop. Have a think. Think. I'm going to ask. She thinks I'm trying to do, she's getting confused, I think. I think she thinks I'm asking for a side step. And she hates doing side steps because she's gotten older. Very cranky right now. No, it's not her. What it is, I've just figured it out. I've got my leg, instead of having to turn like I normally would when I'm going in that direction, I've got it behind, I had it behind and I'm trying to turn her while it's behind. And that's where she's getting a miscue. Alright. Trot a little. Maybe do a bit of trotting. Just to get that little fire out of her. Just a little trot. Good girl. Good girl. Got her on a loose rein, but I'm ready for anything. And here's where she's going to shoot off, so shoot off right here. Oh, right now, she's pretty much, I want my dinner, and I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm saying, well, I understand, but you will get your dinner once we do our work. But I've got to remember what I'm doing. So I need to remember that my legs and my body are telling me where to go, not just pulling on reins. I want her to listen to where I'm asking her to go with my torso and my upper leg, as well as the leg aid at the base. So it's a bit of everything, because we want her to be controllable. Well, not really controllable. We want her to be understanding what we're asking. Good girl. Just relax. Just relax, good girl. Oh, good. Head's nice. That's good. Let's try. Nice and slowly. Good girl. Quite slow. Slowly. Good girl. I do not like it if you've got to have a horse on a very tight rein. That's not good. Go back to the slowing it down. He's been on this rein the whole time, but if they're not willing to listen to your seat and you have to be pulling, you're not ready to go any faster than a walk until they're ready to understand what you're asking. Even a horse that's been trained for years and years can and will occasionally decide it's just going to make its own rules. It can. Especially one like this girl, very much her own self. Got a mind of her own. She doesn't need the pack to understand what she's doing. Poppy! You're going to get stuck, and when you do, we're going to have a difficult time getting out of there. I've got to try not to sit forward. My seat isn't very good. I'm going to try and sit this properly. See if I can balance myself on the sit. Popular, dinner is coming. Got to have some patience sometimes. I know I haven't been doing much. That's it, walk.
CNI Production says, well done, Ryder.
Thank you.
Julie says, hey.
Now I'm getting off for a reason. What I want to do is I want her to listen to me. Make sure, even though she's not listening as well as I'd like, it looks like she is probably to the people who don't do this for all the time and don't train them to give it to other people, because you can't train a horse and then give it to somebody if it's not going to be safe. Can't put other people on if it's not safe. And I do teach people that are intermediate or basically beginners with this horse, so I want her to listen to me. One way, and the best way of discovering if she's listening, is to get her to hook on when I'm on the ground. So we're going to ask her to hook. Sally. Yep. If she doesn't listen, I'll just give her a nudge towards me. Hook. Come on. And I want her to just basically follow me. No questions asked. When I stop, I want her to stop. Stop. Give her an acknowledgement. Hook. I'm going to turn this way. And then ask her to increase her pace up a little. Come on. We're going to trot. Up. Come on. And she's cheating because she's in the middle. And she doesn't have to go fast. Good exercise for me though. Up. Come on. Up. Let's go. Lazy bones. I'm beating you. Come on. Up. She's cranky. She says, I'm not. Back. 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 So she's not listening, she's being defiant, so we're going to correct that. It's with the bit of a touch here, back her up. Get her to remember why I'm asking her. Okay. I want her to crisscross those back legs, which I'm going to get her to do of her own accord. Come on. So she's going to crisscross the front ones first. Come on. And this side. This way. Front. Front. And back. Back. Yep. Back. Come on. She just wants her tea. She gave me one little nip before when she had a bit of a go at my shoe. Now, it's not good if they do that. You've got to correct it straight away. The way I corrected it was as soon as she went to bite the shoe, I put the shoe further into her mouth and she decided she didn't want to eat the shoe anymore. It was very quick. A quick correction. If you don't correct immediately with a horse like her, you're in trouble. So, and this girl's always been a sourpuss from the moment I got her. That's why the people got rid of her. She's beautiful, but she's temperamental. Aren't you, Bobby? Now what I want her to do is I want her to allow me to, I want her to stand very still and not try and approach the gate because that's where she's going to try to go, because she wants to go. Actually what we'll do, hook, come on, say hook, say hook. Yep. I'll get her to stand further back, that way she's more tempted to try and leave. I'm going to ask her to stand and face this direction here. And ask her to drop, drop, and relax. And I'm going to make her stand there nice and still. Well, I ask her to. I can't make her. Generally, you give her certain cues like touching on the face like this, she will relax and drop and she'll stand for you. Even if she thinks I'm going to go. So I'm going to pretend I'm going to go to the gate. And you see if she listens. Stay. Good girl. Stay. When she's looking, she's thinking, move the foot, I move back. Go back to correct. Correct that foot. She moves the foot there, the foot moves back, and then I move her backwards a step. So she's thinking, and waking herself up, thinking about what I'm asking. But I want her to just fully go to sleep. But I want her to relax enough and just stand there in the moment and realise she can stay right there. And I'll come back. Stay there. Good. And I'll move, I'll go around her and back of her. So as you can see me on either side. Back around again. And touch that. Back over. Down. Breathe. Attach to her. Drop, 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 drop. And relax. And relax. And good girl. Now I'm going to ask you to stay like that. Stay there, Bob. I'm going to go over. Now there's some cattle over there that are making a bit of a ruckus. I don't know what's going on with it. Now she's moved the foot again, so I'll correct again. And that's not because of the foot movement. If she was moving because she was uncomfortable, I believe it. If she's moving because she wants to follow, and I'm asking her to stay. And I want her to stay without having to follow her to do anything else. You can teach horses this easily. You've just got to have patience and persistence. And look, you may have to do it over and over again as they get, if you haven't been around them for a few weeks. If I've got her consistently in work for 2 or 3 weeks, she'll do this no problem. I won't even have to try. I'll just say stay and she'll stay for however long I ask her to. And she's just waiting there. She's actually very relaxed. And now I'm going to say, Darling, come. So you can see she's listening. It's not magic, it's just perseverance and understanding of body language and her understanding that when I have something I'm asking, if she doesn't do as I'm asking, then I'll correct, and then it's in her best interest to get her dinner quickly or whatever it is she wants to do, go and lunch away. She can do that stands and does her job as soon as she gets to go. I don't use food or treats or anything like that, never have. Don't like using food as a way to entice anything to do anything. It's purely her choice. I can stay here all day long and wait for her to make the choice that I'd like her to make, or she can make it quickly. And she understands that I've got a lot of patience and that I will wait a very long time. And she kind of gives up fairly quickly in that knowledge, because she understands I won't stop and I won't give up. So it's the same in a herd. If the lead mare or the stallion, if they ask them something and they don't move quick enough, they get a really swift consequence, a lot worse than what humans give them, and it is pretty bad. So for her, she's a smart mare, she is a dominant mare, so she does tend to want to challenge everything and all the other horses as well. And if you're not on top of your game, she'll bowl you over. But if you're someone with a disability or a child and you come in here, she'll be gentle as a lamb with you. But if you come in and you're an arrogant cowboy, she'll probably buck you off. That's happened several times. I've had men come in who were like rodeo riders and they're like, oh yeah, this is a pony, it's stupid. They get on and then they never want to get on again. They're like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's not crazy, she just doesn't like arrogance. You've got to reason with her. You can be firm, but you can do it without being arrogant. If you're arrogant with my horse, she doesn't like it. She's very much one who you've got to reason with niceness. And if you ask her nicely, she's a very soft mare. And she probably thinks I'm finished, but because I got on that side, I'm going to get on this side. So I'm not done yet. I want her to get her legs ready and stand straight. Not awkward when I move. I want her to stand still. She's one who's always had trouble standing still. Being an Arab, they like to move. They're not comfortable. They have anxiety. They're not as comfortable to stand still as in other breeds of horses, like Ellie. She's listening. I'm going to push her a little further on her back, ask for a few more things. I'll go maybe a few more rounds where she goes right round. I want at least a full round on here. She's been lazy. Stop. Without her getting upset, wanting to go into the hammer. Going to trot round an entire length, so past the gate and all the way round to the gate.
You have a question.
Yeah?
CNI Productions asks, when does the horse get an apple and a sugar cube?
Huh?
When does the horse get an apple and a sugar cube?
Horse doesn't get an apple and a sugar cube. I'll tell you why. As much as I would love to be able to give her plenty of sugar cubes and apples, the reason why I can't give her one is because of the type of pony she is. So she's an Arab crossed with a Welsh. She has more of the Arab DNA in her, so she does not need a lot of sugar. If you have too much sugar with her, there's a thing, it's almost like a diabetes that horses get. It's called founder. It affects their feet, causes them laminitis, which is the inability to walk properly, and it can kill them. And a lot of people unfortunately don't realise with ponies that they're not supposed to be huge and fat and round. Often they are, and often it doesn't take much for them to get that way. And if they're always exercising, some ponies can handle sugar better than others. This girl, you can't give her very much at all. If I do want to give her a treat, she gets a carrot. And I only give her the carrot when there's no work being done, and it will just be me going out to the paddock saying, here you go, there's a carrot, and I'll walk away. I don't stand there and engage while she's having the carrot. I'll give it to her and then I'll leave. The reason I do that is I don't want her to associate me with a treat. She can associate that I've given it to her, but I don't want her to think that every time she's around me, she's going to get something that she wants. So I probably, most people I know work the other way, and they'll give treats and give treats and give treats. A lot of people train their horses with treats, and if that's what they choose to do, that's okay. I don't, because of the problem is when you make it about food, then if the horse decides, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you've run out of treats and the horse decides it's going to play up and you can't give it a treat, it's going to do a couple of things that aren't going to be good. And one is it's probably going to try and overpower you to get to a treat, like it'll try and get to your bag or something, it might knock you down. The other thing is it may refuse to do anything that you ask it to do, like go home. And you may be stuck there for quite some time before the horse decides it's going to listen and do the right thing. So I call it currency. For her, her currency is when she finishes her work, she gets to rest and relax. And occasionally the reward is a ride out, up the road and stuff. She totally loves going out on trail. She hates working in here, but it's necessary to keep her fit so that when we do go out on a ride on the trail, we've got a horse that can actually do that. And people don't realise if your horse isn't being ridden all the time, they do get out of condition very quickly. So their muscles waste away. So you can't expect them to suddenly, you can't leave them in the paddock for 3 or 4 weeks doing nothing and then expect them to suddenly be fit and ready to go on a trek for 8 hours. It doesn't work that way. You've got to bring them into work. That's why people say bring them into work. It's a slow process. It's consistency. She's had no consistency for the last probably 9-10 months or even longer. That's about to change though. I've got a young lady who's very keen to come out and start working with her. She rides barrel horses and she wants to take this girl for some rides and things, so that'll be nice. And
how fast can she trot in that space? CNA asks as well.
She can canter, she can gallop in this space. Yeah, she could gallop if she wants to. She has galloped in here. She's very quick too. She can go really quick. She can keep up with the big horses easily. Sometimes she actually is a lot faster than them. Arabs are very fast, and they're very fast with their sudden takeoff as well. It's like 1 second they're there, next second they're completely gone. And I've never come off this horse. I've been very, very lucky. She's bolted probably 4 or 5 times in the last 9 years. And most of the times it's been a rabbit or something jumping out, or she doesn't like merino sheep. The sheep pops its head up out of nowhere, scares the crap out of her, and boom, off we go. We did have to take off once because of a snake, tried to strike her. That was a yellow-bellied black snake. We used to bush ride all the time. But she is getting old now, so she's a bit slower than she used to be. But make no mistake, she can go quick if she wants to. I haven't done a canter for a while on her. I don't think I've cantered her for about probably 2 months. Since I've done that. And have to really warm her up, get her where she's relaxing. And you can see right there, she's a little cranky. And if I tried to go and canter there, she would probably slow me. So I'm just going to slow her down there. We're going to turn and go in the other direction. Try it again. She's wanting to canter because she thinks if she canters, it's time to go home. I don't want to canter right now because I don't want her to do it because she's trying to hurry and get rid of me. She's about to do it. So I'm going to have to slow her down here with my seat. I'm going to slow her down. Slow down. Not with the reins, but with my seat. I'm going to turn her. Get her to settle down and walk. Walking. Good girl. Relax. Plus my balance is quite awful, terrible right now. And I'm nervous as all that because I haven't been riding. I'm actually pretty shaky right now.
CNA says, well done.
It's not very exciting. But for me, even just getting on her today is a big accomplishment again because I've been thinking about retiring from riding. You're not going to get away because he's in here.
Maddie, Dr. Pepper says nice.
Just want her to go into a slower trot. Just trying to hurry everything and I don't want her to hurry.
Maddie asks, what breed?
She's a Welsh cross with an Arabian, but she's more Arab. She's got the Arab dish head. If you have a look at her face, she's got the Arab dish. She's more fine like an Arab, not as thick in the legs as a Welsh, but she's fast like an Arab too, and spooks like an Arab. She hasn't got the temperament of the Welsh. She's got the Arabian temperament. Nice horse though. She's excellent on a trail. She'd go all day long. She'd be excellent for endurance riders. I used to take her out and go anywhere from 6 to 8 hours per day, probably 5 days a week, by myself, just me and her.
Maddie says, cute, my horse is a quarter horse gelding.
Oh, nice. Quarter horses are good. They're very versatile. They're good on the turn too, because they're short-backed. She's got a long back for her size. She's got a longer back than Miss Ellie, who is a gypsy cross with a something, Appaloosa. And here we'll walk down and turning.
Maddie says, at the age of 17.
Oh! Well, you know, I've been riding since I was about 2 years old, and I've lost my nerves. Lost them. I've broken my back. About 9-10 years ago, I broke my back on a horse that I broke in, a little 12-hander. And never really recovered from that. And then I broke in this girl over here, and she got stung by a bee, and I got severely hurt a few months ago. About 9 months now. Just want her to relax into it and go in a slow. Good girl. You don't have to go fast. Just trot slow. Good girl. Thank you. This horse, you very rarely would ever have to kick this horse. She does not need any motivation. As a matter of fact, I highly recommend to everyone who ever gets on her, never try and kick her. If you kick her, you're going to be going very fast, very quickly.
Maddie says, oh, that's bad about your accident.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. But I'm getting old now, and I've got other things that are... My bones don't work the way they used to. My knees are no good. So it's a bit dangerous for me to get on again. I can't break them in anymore. Not to saddle. I do ponies to cart. So I am going to do one more cart pony before I retire myself. She's relaxing and settling, but she's got the head up a bit, and I don't like that. That's a little bit of defiance there. That's all I don't want to do. She relax when she goes slower. Get about this way. That's a slightly faster trot. We'll go back a little slow one. And I'll try and sit it. Sit the trot. It's actually harder to sit the trot than it is to rise a trot. It's a lot easier to do rising. I always know now when I get off, I get sore, bad. I'm not fit. I haven't been fit for a long time. Since I come off early, I have not. I used to be fit as a fiddle, riding every day. At least 2 horses a day, at least for a couple of hours. Oh, God, can you not do that? Ellie. Nancy, I know it's tea time, and I'm going to get tea in just a minute. Settle down. One more round to go, and then we'll finish up.
Maddie says, sorry if I ask too many questions.
No, you're right. I don't mind you asking questions. Nothing wrong with asking questions. I ask questions all the time. And, I mean, I've been doing this for many, many years, and I learn all the time. There's always a different way to do things too. I do things different to other people, and sometimes they'll share what they do with me, and I'll learn a heap of stuff, and it'll make my life easier and my horse's life better, and vice versa. So, oh, what was that? Oh, see how it's making a
Oh,
thing
the
on the
light.
ground? That's
Oh,
just
yeah,
spooked
I
her.
see. Okay.
Yeah. She's like, what is that?
Maddie asks, how old is she?
She's 16. Well, she'll be 16 in October.
Horse riding siblings asks, how long have you been riding?
Oh, since I was 2, on and off. Had about a 20-year break when I had kids. So back into it for the last probably 13 years. And drop.
Maddie says, nice.
Yeah, she's a good pony, but she really needs, what she needs now is, I can't wait for this young lady to come around. She's like a young teenager. She needs somebody who's sporty, that can get her out, get her up and down the mountains and do all the stuff that I can't do anymore because of my knees and my back and everything else. One thing I can still do is jump on her bareback. So as long as I can do that, then I'm happy for that. But it's getting to the point where I think I won't be riding for very many more years. And it's really a balance issue, so it's about safety. When you're no longer really safe anymore, because I mean, you have all the equipment under the sun, but if your balance isn't good, you're going to have trouble.
Little Rocker says hi.
Hey,
Horse riding sibling says, wow, that's a long time. And I ride a 28-year-old horse and a 30-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's good. They're good at that age. I've got an old fella he's retired at 25, but he's 30 now. He's a lovely old boy. He's just in his happy last few years of just enjoying himself. He's not having to do any work.
Little Rocker asks, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm better now. I'm getting myself outside today and doing this. I didn't want to, but sometimes when you don't want to do it and then you do it, you do feel, look, she's trying to come at you. Now, let's not do that. That's bad behaviour. Let's turn around and now we're going to work. We're not going to do that. Not acceptable. Let's move our feet. I know you want your dinner, and you'll get it in a minute. We're going to move. Oh. I was just almost going to scoop her into a canter then, and then I pulled back. It's not her. She'll go in one if I ask. I'm just freaking out. I'm completely freaking out right now. Okay. Let's do it. We're in a canter, just a small one, but I did it.
Wow, great job.
I'm completely petrified.
Excellent.
Right now. This is so ridiculous. Honestly, it's embarrassing to be this way. The things I've done in my life, I never thought I would get to a stage where I was frightened of riding, but I am.
Little Rocker says, beautiful horse, look at her run. Maddie says, sometimes you have to come and ride your horses, but the most important thing is have fun.
That's right, and you can have fun without riding too. I do a lot of work with her without actually riding. We do a lot of liberty stuff on the ground. We play barrels, she plays hide and seek and stuff like that. There's a few things that we do that have got nothing to do with being ridden, and she's really good like that. She likes to engage.
Horse riding siblings asks, says that's a beautiful pony. What breed is she?
What breed is she? Yep. She's I think they've already asked that.
No, that's somebody else.
Someone else made a buzz. She's an Arabian crossed with a Welsh mountain. So mum was, I think, Welsh mountain, and dad was an Arabian stallion. So she's got the mum's height. Good girl. Might see if I can get on. I know. Good girl.
Little Rocker asks, are you going to do any music today?
Oh, I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling after doing this. I might do some a bit later. I just want to... I'll get through this first and then get through feeding everybody and getting everyone into bed. And then if I feel up to it and I've got the energy, I'll do it. I just don't know. I'll wait and see.
that for you.
It's all right, it's all right, because I'm just going to pop it over here for a second. I'm going to jump on bareback if I can, see if I can do it, even though the knees aren't good.
Horse riding sibling says, "Oh wow, I rode an Arabian 16 hands high and fell off."
Oh, yeah, I can relate to falling off. I got on a thoroughbred not long ago that was a 17 hands straight off the track. Hadn't really been taught not to go crazy, and I was cantering it around doing
Girls are on their way up. They just sent the text.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, Ellie, your mum's coming up. All right under there. A bit warm, not too hot.
Maddie says, "My horse, last time I rode him, he was crazy and he bucked me,
Oh.
but he only bucks and spooks with me."
Oh. I don't know. Well, that's like her. It depends on who's on her. She'll buck certain people off and some other people she won't. I think it just depends on, you've got to sort of, if you've got a horse that will buck, and I had one that bucked before, his name was Ted. He was an off the track Szara bred that was about 16 hands. And Ted used to, if you were trying to go into a canter, he would buck. But what I discovered was he had a bit of arthritis in his hips. So I just learned that if I warmed him up a bit more, depends on the age of the horse, but if you warm them up a bit more before you try and go into anything, so there's things called the cold-backed horse, and if they're not warm before you try and do anything with them, they have a lot of trouble and they want to buck and they want to play up. So maybe just before you go into any kind of, if he's bucking on a canter from transitioning from a trot, or if he's bucking transitioning into a trot, there's differences. There's different things it could be. Depends on the horse. I'd have to watch it to see and make an informed comment on it, and even then I may not know. But my best advice is, if you want to stop behaviours with your horse, go back to the very beginning and start from absolute scratch on the ground and get their respect on the ground first and foremost. The other thing you can do is, if you aren't sure about your saddle and if it fits, watch some tutorials on how to check if your saddle fits right. There are certain markers that will show, like on her, you can see very clearly where her saddle has not caused any kind of dig-in or anything like that. And it's easier to tell when it's a winter coat too. So she's got even coverage all over, so she's got no spaces where the saddle's rubbing or causing an issue. If she did, she's the sort of horse, if you've got a saddle that doesn't fit her, she will buck. So some horses, it's about the saddle. Sometimes it's behavioural, and maybe it just depends on what you know and how old you are. And sometimes if you're older and you know a few more things, you can sort of handle horses differently when you get a bit older. I learnt a lot more as I got older, but I actually rode better when I was younger, when I knew nothing. I just rode with the feel of the horse. So just feel the horse, and if it starts to feel like it's going to do something, take it back a notch and go back to a nice slow walk, and then build back up again until your horse is comfortable enough to go into the canter. Just make sure your tack is all right. Have you tried riding bareback and going into a canter bareback?
Nordwich says hi.
Hi, Nordwich. Who's that making sound over there?
I don't know. I think it's somebody over there.
Can I do this? Ugh, my knees. Bad. When I did this on Ellie the other day, I hurt my knees badly. She says, really? Thought we were finished. A good stretch. Oh, the big stretch. Oh.
Maddie says, "My horse's last owner had a saddle and he wasn't comfortable with it, but we have 2 saddles that he's comfortable with."
Oh, that's good. It's always good to have more than one. Sometimes they change, like she can change shape. Sometimes there's another saddle. She's got 3 saddles. So if she's lost weight and she can't fit one, then she gets another one. And then usually when spring and summer comes, she puts on a little bit of weight, so we go on to another saddle. But actually, at the moment, the main saddle fits her really well. Buddy, are you ready, bub? Just don't sneak up behind the wall.
No.
Getting on, even though she knows you're there, but I don't know what she'll do. She may pretend that something's wrong. Ready? So she has her head turned slightly away from me so she can brace right when I'm getting on. That leg there, that's not a safe turn there, so let's move her to where her leg is nice before I jump on. We want her standing in a good space where she's got everything where she's stable, so we don't put any pressure on.
Metal Walker says, I was live earlier. I don't know if you stopped by or not.
No, I haven't been on since very early this morning. No, I didn't, sorry. I've been outside all day. I was doing a lot of work in the garden with doing some, there's a big bush out the front that is on the council park, and I gave it a good tidy up. Ready, bub? Okay. Just let her know what I'm going to do, if I can. Oh, God. Trust me, it's nothing like when you're 20 or 14 or 12. I did a lot of riding when I was 12 to 16. I did a lot of riding on a big, beautiful stock horse. He was wonderful. We used to go to the beach all the time. We used to go everywhere. Swim in the ocean, swim around the headland, go up and down the coast. I want her to just stand nice, and I want her to just get in a space where she's comfy. But come back on here, come back down here, bub. Because there's a little dip here that helps me get on. It's only a slight dip. Come on.
Give me just a moment. I'm going to grab my camera before you get on.
I don't even know if I can get on. Sun's going to go down soon.
Yeah, it is.
Right, is he ready? I'm just going to jump straight on and straight off. I'm not going to ride. I'm just going to get straight on and straight off. It's just to see if I can do it. Ready? Good work. Good girl. Thank you. That's it. Yeah. You ready for tea? She says, I know that means I'll get my dinner soon. Yeah. And then we do the drop. I'll take it off when you drop.
Great work.
Ask for the drop. If you don't drop, I won't take it off. It won't come off if you don't drop.
Fanny the unicorn's here.
Hey, Fanny.
Metal Rocker was doing Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, okay, cool. Good girl. Oh, that's it for her for the day. She's had ride twice in 2 days, so that's good. And that's, if I keep it up, if I go again tomorrow, if I keep it up for about 4 days straight, she'll stop all this nonsense, and I'll be able to easily go into a canter without worrying about any kind of silly behaviours.
Take your thing for you.
And it's tea time, isn't it? Actually, what I'll do before I put her away, I'll get the tea first, and then I'll take her over once I've got the tea. So I'll move out. It's going to get cold, cold, cold. It's starting to get cold now. I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm just going to grab this.
I got it for you. You sure?
What I do need to do is grab some hay. The goats in bed?
I haven't put anyone away. You all right?
Hands going like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hurts. Hurts.
I'll go ahead and put the goats away.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll grab. Oh, I was going to leave that with the horse.
Oh, sorry.
The horse is far more interesting than watching me put a saddle away. You ready for tea, Bob? Say, yep, I'm ready. All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to get some hay. Ready for tea. My house is in complete spasm. It's not stopping. I don't know why. I don't like it. Hey, what I'm very glad that Ellie's eye came down. Thanks for that. Let me get these guys in. You right, Bob? Lily? Good. Ready for tea? You ready for tea, Bob? Right, let me get you tea over there and just go over. I know, sweetheart. I know. You're hungry. I know. You're a good dog. Done an excellent job. Back up, Bubba. Back up, my boy. Back. Back. Back it up. Yep. Yep. go. Let's go. It's getting cold. It's okay. Let's go. Come on. Go home. Dinner time. Let's go. Oh, she's found some there. That's all right. She can finish that. Okay, so we'll be doing music tonight, Metal. The girls are going to come up, so there'll be music. They'll do some at least. If I'm too tired, they'll do it. It's hot over there, is it? Oh. Let's go, Bob. Up there. Oh, she goes. Big run over there. Happy horse. I might actually take her out. There they go in the afternoon sun having their dinner. And she owns the big brown horse, Ellie. The big donkey. Yeah. My grandson called it donkey. Morning and night, so you don't get out of control with it. Gets out of hand quick if you don't, every single day religiously clean up. Maintain a clean environment at all times. The horses and the kids. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. It is that hay. As soon as I get hay, as soon as I go near it, I'll get hay fever straight away. Not bad. I'm supposed to do that. Not much of can do. Stop having horses or just keep going. One or the other. Naughty girl, Miss Ellie. That was real naughty peeing on the dinner. I don't know what's wrong with you. The only horse I've ever had that does that. Okay, hold on. Enjoy your tea, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Have a busy day tomorrow. Lots of stuff to do. I'm going to ride Miss Ellie tomorrow. hopefully, if the weather holds. We shouldn't have her eyes still good. Her eye looks fantastic. There's a sting. Stunner. Wasn't good. Whatever it was. Oh, battery's about to die. It's a lovely afternoon. We just had a really lovely weather. Very nice afternoon. So the sun is roughly now... Ow! I got hooked. I'm stuck on a plant. Okay, I'm safe. The sun's about to go down. So soon that hill will be all darkness. We've had a full moon the last couple of days. About 4 days it's been the full moon. You're doing tattooing live. Bye, Maddie. Thanks for coming on. Oh, my son tattoos. He does tattoos. He's actually really good at it. I used to draw designs for people to tattoo, but I could never do the actual tattooing because I can't stand the sight of blood. I hate it. It makes me nearly pass out. Look at these birds here. Can you see them? There's 2 of them. Little grass parrots. That's the male, and there's the female. Female's the drabber colour. She looks exactly like the grass. Look at that. She is completely camouflaging there. That's amazing. And he's a bit brighter, so you can sort of see him. They're only young, those 2. Unfortunately, a couple of days back, a pair of them were killed on the road. They got hit by a car together. So I'm hoping these guys stay okay. They look pretty happy. Hopefully they have lots of babies come springtime. Hello there, beautiful. Can't see any kangaroos this afternoon. There were some up on the hill earlier in the day, but lately they've been hanging on the other side. I think it's warmer over the other side in the mornings. My little gum tree is getting big. But anyways, I'm going to hop off of here, and my girls are coming up, so we're going to do music a bit later. So if you want to hear some singing and have some fun, feel free to join us later on when we do karaoke. Where are they? There they are. So there's Toki and Miss Ellie and Miss Szara. And we'll do that. Is that them? No. It's a different car. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a lovely afternoon or morning or night, wherever you guys are. And feel free to subscribe if you want to. We do lots of things on this channel. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good afternoon. See you later.